Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to Hez and Frauditor News Network with our special guest tonight, Doc Danger. Yes, Doc Danger's in the house. We're going to have a lot of fun. We're going to listen to some music. We're going to roast some Frauditors live right now. Stay tuned. Hello, everybody. Hello, and welcome to the stream. It's beautiful to see all you wonderful people here on this Saturday afternoon. Hello and welcome. Glad to see y'all here today. We're gonna have a lot of fun. We got Frauditor News Network, my co-host. We got Doc Danger in the house. We're ready to have a lot of fun. We're gonna listen to some music. We're gonna watch some Frauditor videos. We're gonna have a great time. Thank you all again for joining. Um, but before we get started, there's a couple things I wanted to talk about. First of all, I had heard that the other day, actually, the perfect timing, right as the show starts, my dog starts going crazy. All right, so apparently, what happened was somebody was driving down the street and saw SGV News standing in the middle of the road filming, and the car actually ran into him. Now they didn't hurt him really bad or anything, but SGV got really mad about it. And then he turned to the guy and he said, Why did you hit? Why didn't you just go around?" The guy looked at SGV and he said, "I saw how big you were. I didn't think I had enough gas to make the trip." And Regan Benson, she can't drive either. She backed into a telephone pole. And when the cops came and asked her what happened, she said, "It wasn't my fault. I honked the horn." Yeah, that Regan Benson, man, her voice is so shrill. The DMA finally, he couldn't handle it anymore. That's why he's back to doing nice, quiet libraries. But Denver Metro Audits, he took an IQ test, and the results came back. They were negative. Glenn Serio's back out auditing again. He had to go back to his old ways because he found out that his old job of driving a forklift didn't mean lifting a fork into his mouth.
Oh.
Yeah, they all always argue, "Oh, it's legal. Well, it's legal." But then I asked them, "Well, what's the difference between an outlaw and an auditor?" They said, "Well, at least outlaws are wanted."
Hey-o.
Chili DeCastro filed another lawsuit today. He's suing his testicles for leaving when he found out that Legicator was actually a Giga Chad named Chad. Yeah, these guys, their personality shines through even when they're not auditing. Frickin' media, he was trying to tell someone a joke, and he said, "Knock, knock." And the other guy said, "Who's there?" And he said, "Control freak." And now this is the part where you say control freak who?
Control freak who? Ooh.
Broken system, broken trust. And by the way, he's so dumb that he got a knock on his door. He answered it. The guy said, "Yeah, I'm here to see if anyone would help, give a donation for the local community pool." So broken system, broken trust gave him a glass of water. Yeah, the only reason auditors stand outside the film is because they think it means that they're outstanding. Anyway, so let's get into doing some of the business here. I got myself this Frauditor voodoo doll. This is handmade by Salacious, one of my fans. I got 2 of them, and all through the month of February, which there's still a few more days left, guys. You can still get in on it. Any kind of donation to the channel, whether it's a super chat, a super sticker, membership, anything for any amount, automatically gets your name on the list. In the first week of March, I'm going to have a live drawing. Grand prize is going to be one of these Frauditor voodoo dolls. Look, he's got the little gimbal where he's watching the cops. He's got the handcuffs, the tiny black little heart, the fake press pass. His shoes are untied because he's too dumb to know how to tie them. His teeth are rotten. And then the pins to stab him with, you got the taser pin. You got the soap pin if you need to wash his mouth out with soap or if he needs to take a bath. And you got the gavel pin if they're in court and you want the judge to stab him with the gavel. You go ahead, you can watch the videos, you get mad at him, you want to get tasered, you get a good stabbing. Grand prize of the raffle is one of these and a signed copy of my book, The Frauditors Handbook, How to Suck at Life by Hez Jenkins, as well as a booster pack of 10 random cards. You say, cards? What do you mean cards? I invented a card game with Frauditors, Idiots versus Heroes, it's called. And just for example, here's the Glenn Serio card and the Unclean Hands card. And there's 110 cards in total. And if you wanted to, again, if you won the contest, you would get the grand prize is a voodoo doll, a copy of the book, and a 10-pack of cards. Second place is a copy of the book and a 10-pack of cards. And then the other 8 winners just get a booster pack of the cards. So now, all that being said, ladies and gentlemen, without further ado, let me introduce to you my co-host, Frauditor News Network, and our special guest, Doc Danger. What's up, guys?
Hey!
Yay. Yay, me.
Hey.
Conspiracy Music just gifted 5 memberships, in case you didn't see
Oh, my goodness. Excellent. Thank you so much,
it.
Conspiracy.
Very nice.
There you go.
It's entered on the list. All right. Again.
Yeah.
And that's another thing. You can join the contest more than once. If you do several super chats, and that's several entries. So we got that done. Thank you very much for that. I appreciate it so very much.
Very cool.
Yes. Very, very cool. And then again, for those of you who don't know, or if you weren't aware, Doc Danger, not only is he a hilarious guy, but he's also a musician. So I thought that maybe we'd start off the show introducing him. And by the way, I have links to his channel, Frauditor News Network's channel, and everyone else involved in the show in the description down below. If you want to check that out, as well as a link to my book if you wanted to actually buy a copy on Amazon. And we're going to start the show by playing one of Doc Danger's songs. Now, this is going to be interesting for him just as much as it is for you guys.
Yeah.
Because I got the song, but it was just the music. So I put some visuals. I mean, it's not like a big crazy thing, but I put some visuals behind it. And this is going to be the first time even he's seeing it. So let's see what we got here. Let me go ahead and pull that up for you. And while that's playing, I think I'll go take the dog out and get her to settle down for a minute. Oh, wait a minute. Did I just get another super chat? What do we got here? Oh, Jenny with a $4.99 super chat. Pancakes and Hez, okay. Life is good. Life is great. Thank you so much. I appreciate that. Yay. Love that. Love the support. You guys are the best. I have the best fans in the world for real. All right. Let's get that in there. Get the name entered. And now let's go ahead and check out this music video by the one and only Doc Danger. Yay.
Yeah.
Dozens of fires continue to burn in riot-torn neighborhoods. Most of the rioting has been in the south central section of Los Angeles, which police describe as a war zone. And
yo, brother, what's the story? Yo, brother, what's the deal? You saying that the man don't trust you, and just to prove it, you go and steal. Riots and looting in the name of politics. You're just a criminal. You're just a bunch of dicks smashing store windows. You take what you want. You're not that needy. You're just having fun. LA's on fire. LA's on fire. We did it like a time bomb. You don't like the way you've been treated. You might think that you're number one. You want respect, but you definitely don't earn it. When you pistol whip a priest with your gun. So don't tell me you're worried about Rodney King. You're full of shit. I know you don't know a thing about the man or what happened that night. You're just a scumbag that's looking for a fight. LA's on fire. LA's on fire. We're ticking like a time bomb.
police now say 18 people have been killed and more than 400 have been injured. Some were dragged from their cars and brutally beaten as they drove through riot areas. Looting is rampant. People are stealing everything from furs and clothing to food to hardware. National Guard troops have moved in to try and restore order, but with little success.
the system. You say you're unhappy. You smash your window, steal a color TV. You knock an old man down to the ground and steal his wallet if there's no one around. You drag up years and years of oppression, but you ain't helping, you're only regressing. Why don't you try to help your race instead of shooting firemen in the face? LA's on fire. LA's on fire. We're ticking like a time bomb. You got a brain, so why don't you use it? What's up with me? I see that you'll lose it. You bunch of punks, so get your act straight. You make me mad, cause you make me hate. Well, that's a quality I try to avoid, but you keep it coming back like a hemorrhoid. You're a pain in the ass of society, an unfortunate byproduct of democracy. LA's on fire. LA's on fire. LA's on fire. LA's on fire. I'm ticking like a time bomb.
There can be no excusing excessive force by a police officer. There can be no excusing arson, theft, deadly assault by a citizen. We are not going to tolerate either in California. But despite the warnings of California's governor, South Central Los Angeles continues to look like a war zone tonight.
Yo, brother, oh, what's the deal? You're saying that the man don't trust you, and just to prove it, you go and steal. Riots and looting in the name of politics. You're just a criminal. You're just a bunch of dicks smashing store windows. You take what you want. You're not that needy. You're just having fun. LA's on fire. LA's on fire. LA's on fire. LA's on fire. We're ticking like a time bomb.
And that was a song by today's guest, Doc Danger.
Awesome.
Yay. Oh, there you go. Yeah, just a little context on that. That was written in 1992 during day 2 of the LA riots. That was when Rodney King had the crap beat out of him by a bunch of police officers. It was on video, and yet the police officers got off on that. And that triggered riots. People thought the George Floyd ones were bad. This was way, way worse. So that was written back then. That's just a little context on that.
Oh, absolutely. Yeah. And I totally got it. Yeah. But for the fans, if you don't know, yeah, that was the thing. That's obviously an older song, but I love the way that the flow and Uncle Arty mentioned, he said that it sounded like it had a Devo influence. Originally, when I tried to put some video behind it, I actually had Devo in the video, but then I thought, I'm a huge Devo fan, so I get it. But then I was thinking, people who don't get Devo think they're a joke. And what you're talking about isn't a joke, even though like Thanos dancing and all that. But I figured a skeleton fire and he killed half the world, like whatever. I was trying not to make it funny, but make it entertaining because it did have that upbeat kind of, yeah, right.
Yeah.
But
yeah,
I've always liked that in music because even the Beatles did that in that song, Maxwell's Silver Hammer, right? It's such a happy song. And what's it about? It's about a guy killing people with a silver hammer,
Yeah.
So I've always liked that.
Yeah. That's kind of the feel of that whole album because that's off of an album called Mad at the World, which is a solo project I did. And I actually do cover a Devo song on there. I do a very angry version of Whip It.
Nice.
On that one as well. So, yeah. And if you hated that one, we got some other, we got another song coming up a little later on, different video, totally different than that. So if you didn't like that style, you might like the other one that we might play later on. And yeah, I just want to say hello to everybody out there, and a special hello to Smitty. Don't care, F you, Smitty. Got to get that out there.
One of the things that I love about you, Doc, and your music specifically, and like you said, we'll see throughout the course of this show tonight that, like me, you touch on all kinds of different genres. You know, like there's the heavy, like a lot of people with me, when they listen to my music, they think that I'm all about heavy metal. But if you watch my show, all of my background music is all original compositions. You know, I got dance music, I got electronic, I got jazz, I got psychedelic, a little bit of everything, you know. So I really like that. And you guys will see the other couple songs we have chosen. Well, I mean, he chose them, but that we're going to show tonight of his throughout the course of the night are different genres to show you his range. But anyway, so now with that being said, this next video I wanted to show, since my co-host is Frauditor News Network, it is the new Frauditor News Network video.
Yeah.
Yay.
Thank you.
All right.
My little cupcake.
That's right. And again, guys, don't forget, subscribe to these guys. I got their links in the description below, so you could check them out. And it's awesome. And by the way, just FYI for the fans, when my dog was going nuts, it's because there was someone at the door. I just got a new watch just now, like while that song was playing.
Nice.
So that's good, and it even talks to you. I don't know if you can hear it.
Wow. So you weren't paying no attention to the song. Oh, I'm sorry.
Dude, you don't think I listened to it 22 times making the video?
You went out and you bought a watch during that video. Okay.
You know, I have a confession. I loved the song. I was listening to it, but I was memorized by the skeleton that was on fire dancing. And I'm like, hey, I can't dance as good as the skeleton that's on fire. What's going on with that?
I know. It's so sad, right?
Well, and Doc, I don't know if you noticed, but at the end with the explosion, I actually synced up the sound effect of the explosion that I put on there with the explosion that was on the original recording.
Yeah.
So the explosion was like it made it even like I thought that was cool. All right, so let's get into this. Cool. Thank you. All right, here we go.
I've seen the 3 videos and of yours, Doc Danger, and they were awesome. I love them.
Oh, thank you so much.
I think those are we're gonna have at least 2 more of them tonight, maybe a third. We'll see how the rest of the show goes. But once again, ladies and gentlemen, and now we're gonna check out a video. Latest one from Frauditor News Network, my wonderful co-host tonight. Thank you so much. You're welcome. There we go.
This is the dimension of unbelievability, area which we call the Frauditor Zone.
In today's episode,
I love Cupcake.
We find Alex of Collaborative Observation getting arrested for the 4th time in 3 months. Hello, and welcome to the Frauditor Zone. For today's video, I had to beam myself to our location as it's further than I usually travel. I am traveling to a land down under called Malvern in Victoria, Australia, to see a frauditor get arrested for the 4th time in 3 months. As a matter of fact, his only videos, with the exception of one, is of him getting arrested, so I'm starting to think it's some sort of fetish for this fool. But before I show you his most recent arrest, let me take you to a quick look back in time to his 3 previous arrests.
Yeah, I'll give you my ID. You just better send the trespass. Are you going to send me the trespass before I give you this ID?
You don't need to.
Oh, well, I'm not going to give you ID. If you're not sure,
Okay, then you're going to get arrested fast. I haven't arrested. Turn around, put your hands behind your back.
Can you just answer my question? So, yeah.
I've answered your questions. You need to answer
So,
right now.
after I give you my ID, will I receive a trespass
You may
notice?
receive a summons
I may.
notice. Correct.
Is it likely?
I have to speak to staff. Okay.
I mean,
At the moment,
I
I'm dealing
may
with-
is not really a
It's
suspicion
yes
of a
or no.
crime.
It's a may. I don't have to clarify that with you. I need
Is
the
it
details.
likely?
Alex, I'm not going around around in circles
But,
with you.
but you,
okay?
you got to ask for my name for a crime,
gonna
and you're
provide the
saying
details,
maybe it's a crime.
We're giving you ample opportunity to provide your details. You can be placed under arrest now if you don't provide them.
So for a maybe crime, you're going to arrest me because I'm not giving my name.
Okay.
Is that right? All right. Arrest me.
Hey, real quick, before we get too deep into this, Doc Danger, what are your feelings in general about the idea that this whole scene is spreading to other countries now?
Well, it just shows you that there's a-holes all around the world. Once they see something like this, they're like, well, I could do that. I have no other skills in life. I have no social skills. I don't fit into society properly, but I can certainly do that if it's going to get me some clout and maybe some money.
Yeah.
So
he
it's
can't
kind
be
of
monetized. He doesn't even have 1,000 subscribers.
Yeah.
Well, he's working on it, though, I'm sure.
Yeah.
He goes out once a month. He gets arrested, and then he posts a video, and that's all he. With the exception for one, he went to I think it was the captain or the chief to complain about his first arrest. But all the others are just him getting arrested.
Yeah. Well, it's amazing the content that these people will upload. I think that they just like seeing themselves out there and on the internet because, sometimes it is so cringe the stuff that they upload. And it's like, how do you even look at that and think you're coming out looking good? Why would you want to post something like that?
Absolutely.
Yeah, these guys are absolutely, they're tools.
They are, yeah. That's one of the nicest words we can use for them, yes.
Yeah.
At least this one's already got the ready to go. All
Useless tools, because tools are actually useful. And
yeah, right? Calling them tools is an insult to tools.
It is, yes.
Awesome.
Surveillance in a public building. They're telling me about surveillance laws in a public building. That's the laws they're trying to tell me.
Michael's going to point you to the two buildings.
Mate, there's no way. Give me the trespass. Give me the trespass now. I'm going to sue you. Give me the trespass. I'll put a foot in and you can give me the trespass. Yeah?
Cool. That's the civic centre.
I've just walked into the council building filming. They had no problem.
It's revoked to enter both buildings.
It's a bloody government building.
That's not how it works.
Mate, give me the trespass. All right, I'll walk in. All right.
He wants to get arrested.
Place your hands behind your back. Put your phone down over there if you want.
This Frauditor is Alex from Collaborative Observation. For his fourth arrest, we are about to enter a police station so he can ask about a Freedom of Information Act request. When it doesn't go the way he wants, he goes outside and decides to test the police car's tire pressure with his feet, which leads to his fourth arrest. Let's watch now, as I'm sure the fifth arrest is going to happen pretty soon.
Hi, mate. Can I do a Freedom of Information Act request here?
No, you don't do them here. You do them online.
Online?
Yeah, correct.
At the police.vic.gov? Or? So you guys, are you all the police officers of Victoria on a website with your pictures and your names and your job titles? No. So how would I get, like, say, all the police officers that work at this station, their name, titles, and...
What's the reason you need them?
I need it for my personal reason, yeah.
Well, are you filming at the moment?
I am.
Yeah, can you read this policy here? Condition of entry, you don't film. Okay.
Was that past that door? I'm not going past that door.
No, but condition of entry into the police station, including here. So I'm not going to engage with you unless you're willing to comply. You can have a read of this if you like.
Yeah, I've seen those signs before.
Okay, so I'm going to engage with you with what
you're going to refuse me service?
Mate, you're not complying with condition of entry.
I've just got a simple question, mate. There's no one in here. You're going to refuse service. Can I get your name?
No, you're not.
Can I get your name? Then I want to make a complaint about you. Can I get...
At least he didn't bring up the Fourth Amendment. I have a right to walk in here without giving you my ID or signing any papers.
Yeah, that's for the fifth arrest. He's waiting on that one.
Ah, okay. He's saving that. He's saving
it.
See, that's what I get for giving one of these idiots a little bit of credit. It turns out, no, you can't do that.
Yeah.
No,
well, if you're looking for stupidity, they'll never disappoint.
Never, ever. That's the only way they will never disappoint is giving out their stupidity. You'll never be disappointed if that's what you're looking for.
Right.
Well, these guys are from Australia. Now, you can't give them too much credit anyway for being smart. Because first of all, they don't even know how to tell time over there. I mean, their time is totally wrong. They don't have it correct like we do here in the United States. And I will say only the East Coast has that correct. And also, their toilets don't even flush in the proper direction. Their toilets flush in the opposite direction. What are they doing there? They have no idea what they're doing. So we can't.
But there's koala bears there. So come on. You got to give them some credit.
Yeah, you get punched out by a kangaroo too. So
I always because I have some fans from Australia, and I always tease them because like there's this ongoing gag on my morning show where this one guy Peck from Australia always talks like Australia is just this big desert with nothing in it but crocodiles and kangaroos and koalas. Yeah. And so like whenever we make a pop culture reference, he always pretends like he doesn't know what we're talking about. And I always tease him back and forth, like all electricity in Australia is from a couple quackos running in a freaking hamster wheel.
Yeah.
Stuff like that. Oh, man. You know Australia isn't real, right? It's all part of the flat earth nonsense.
I know. Plus, it's full of shit that can kill you, too. That's what's crazy. It's like almost every animal except the koala is something that can kill you and will try to if it's given a chance.
Right. Koalas bite, don't they? They can give you a hefty bite.
Well, I'm sure that any animal could, like, if they got mad enough at you, could do some kind of damage with their teeth. Even if
koalas are just high. They just get high on and just chill. You know, they just kind of hang out and they're kind of slow and because they're eating that whatever it is that they eat. But I know it gets
eucalyptus leaves.
Bamboo. I think they eat bamboo, right?
No, those are pandas.
Oh, okay. You're right.
Yeah.
All right.
What do they eat then?
Can
I don't know.
Can I just get your name and badge number so I can make a complaint, please?
Yeah, I've just had a quick chat to my sergeant. So because you're not complying with the condition of entry, I'm happy to serve you and take your inquiry, but just not while you're filming.
Not while I'm filming. Yeah, correct. Even though it was just us two in here, you guys wear body cams.
It's not what I want. Okay, it's literally written here the condition of entry, and
that's not a law. That's not a law.
Yeah, but that's fine. Like by law, I don't have to talk to you.
You have to provide me service.
Well, I don't find this douche canoe American Frauditor wannabe amusing. I do find the Australian police that don't take any shit amusing. Arrest of frauditors in the United States can take up to 30 minutes before the handcuffs even come out. In Australia, it's wham bam, thank you ma'am, and the frauditor is already halfway to jail. I really admire that.
Yeah, but like I said, I'm happy to, only if you abide by the condition of entry. Do you understand?
No, that's not a law.
No,
the law says I can record in public. I'm trying to record my government.
That's not what's conditioned on the condition of entry.
That's a policy.
So I'm going to disengage with
that's a policy. Okay. Can I get your name and badge number? Can I get your name and badge number and I'll leave? Can I get your name and badge number and I'll leave? Hello?
Now, for everyone thinking that Alex is kicking the tires, you're very wrong. He's checking the tire pressure, ensuring that the police are safe when they drive. How do I know this? Because Alex tells us this. And frauditors never lie, right?
That's all they do is lie.
It's a bit soft.
Do not touch the police car.
Sorry? I'm allowed to touch them, mate. They're public property, mate.
It's not public property.
It's public property, mate. It's public property, okay? I'm doing a pressure test. Can I get Karen's badge number there? Which he refused to give me the badge number. No. I'm gonna check the cars, mate. Check them all. This one's a bit flat.
Your brain's a bit flat.
Yeah, I was gonna say like his head.
Yeah.
Have you read this song?
Yes, I have.
What did you find down there?
No, it's a public. That's not a law.
It is a law.
That's a law.
Yeah, and tampering with a motor vehicle is.
I wasn't kicking him. I was
Until I
doing.
get your identification.
I was doing a pressure test on the tires. I'm allowed to touch the
We're not going to have
tires.
this argument in the police station. Come outside, please.
I'm not going anywhere, mate. I got to get that constable's badge number. He refused to give me his badge number. Don't
You're
touch me,
tampering
mate.
with- okay.
I'm not tampering. You got no evidence.
You know what?
I was doing a pressure test like a mechanic, mate.
So you were touching the police car.
I'm allowed to touch
I'm
the
wishing
public
for taser
property.
time.
You stand at 2 meters, mate. Whoa.
Yes, you got the cops running.
What
Yes.
evidence have you got?
Do you understand that? Do you understand that?
Love it.
Where's your identification?
That's not all, folks. I'm gonna get out of here. And when I do, watch out, Bugs Beauty!
Well, it's the end of his video,
Yay.
but not the end for this frauditor. It's only a matter of time before I bring you arrest number 5.
Yep. All right.
For this segment of the frauditor fatigue cool down, I thought it'd be nice that while we're down under, to go down under the water and check out some weedy sea dragons.
Yeah, so for anyone who doesn't know, one of the things that I love about Frauditor News Network is so many of these Frauditor videos get so frustrating. She ends every video with a Frauditor cool down where she shows some nice animals with some nice calming music. It's really cool. I like the way she does that a lot.
So when they, at the end of my video, they don't want to go out and kill someone.
Right. Like,
It's a public service.
And she always picks the coolest animals too. What's that?
As it's a
What'd you
public
say?
service.
Yeah, it's a public service. Let you lower your blood pressure a little bit before you get to the next crazy video.
Look how cool these things are.
They
That
are
is
very
so
cool.
Odd. I've never seen anything like that.
My favorite is still the leaf sheep, but they're in 3. Look how pretty.
Water dragons. That's amazing. I think they're in the seahorse family.
Yeah.
Interesting.
Aren't those things really cool? Frauditors Anonymous, call 555-555-5555-FU from the Frauditor News Network. Yes. Anyway, so what did you think overall of that whole thing? I love the fact that a lot of these cops in other countries don't sit there and talk to these idiots for an hour like ours do. What's your take on that, Doc?
Well, I mean, I guess one of America's greatest exports now is going to be the Frauditor script, because that guy seemed to have it down pretty well. He was hitting a lot of the key points that you need to hit when you're going to be a frauditor. So, and I think one of my other greatest takeaways from that too was I would watch Frauditor News Network's videos, and I always thought Cupcake's voice was just so adorable and childlike.
Aww.
And I thought she kind of put that on for the videos, but no, that's what she talks about. That's how she talks in real life. That's just how she talks. So
I've been told, I go with my real voice now, and I've been told, really, it's not much difference. I'm like, oh, great, thanks.
Yeah.
I'm
You know how
still
much
getting
trouble
comments
I've
like,
been in
oh,
to
your
say it
voice is
different?
horrible.
That's good stuff, though. Yeah, everybody loves Cupcake. She had some people in the comments say some negative things about Cupcake, so she's like, "Oh, I don't know," but I'm telling you, man, Cupcake's great.
No,
Don't
I
listen to
love
the
Cupcake.
haters.
Yeah.
The trolls.
Yeah.
My first live stream, it was the first time I did my real voice, and I think I had about 35 people watching, and then I did Cupcake's voice, and it started to immediately drop down. 34, 33, 32. I'm like, okay, don't go. I'm stopped, I promise.
It happens. I learned real quick that if I pay too close attention to the amount of viewers I have, I actually get too caught up on that and not on doing the show. And if you're doing a show and it's a good show, it goes up and down, just like anything. Your viewer numbers,
it does, yeah.
It's a graph. It goes up and down,
Yeah.
Throughout the course of the show. So for this next video, this actually is a request from Frauditor News Network.
Ooh, okay.
Yep. She likes this whole thing from the People's Patriot Media Group. For those of you who know who he is, he introduces himself right at the beginning of this video. So if you don't know, and here, I'll real quick drop a link to his channel in the chat box, and then we'll watch this video. Oh, Uncle Arty entered. Yes, give Queen Bee a wrench. And you tool. All right. Queen Bee, she's good. She deserves a wrench. Why not?
Yeah, we love Queen Bee.
Yeah, let me go ahead and get her hooked up. I'll do that while this is playing. What's that, hon? I
don't even have a wrench. Then again, this is the only I can't watch your shows during the week because I'm at work. But no, I feel slighted. No, I'm kidding.
That's right. I'm sorry. You're the co-host. You don't even need a wrench. If you tell me to drop someone, they're dropped. Believe me.
There you go.
Nice.
Yes.
I'll try not to abuse my power.
Yeah, don't be a tyrant.
Yeah.
We do not accept tyranny unless it's coming from the frauditors. They could be tyrants all they want.
Oh, yeah.
The people they're going against. Oh, you better not. Especially if you film them. Forget it. You just broke the cardinal rule of frauditors is you use your First Amendment right to film people.
Yeah.
You don't have First Amendment rights. They're protecting them, but you don't have them.
Right.
Right. Only they have them.
What they want.
Logan Sandman says, "Don't hit me with the wrench. I know how to play dodgeball." All righty. All right, here you go.
Going on YouTube. In the past, when I have audited the auditors, when I have gone out and found many of our First Amendment frauditors out there harassing the cops, I always ask them, don't you have a job? Is this what you do for a living? And a lot of them say, I have a job. I got a regular job. I just do this because I want to hold my government officials accountable. And we all know the truth. After, investigating some of these freelance journalists,
hi, Stefan.
We all know that basically, this is a form of revenue. They try to monetize their job. They ask people for donation. This is how they make money. So all these auditors...
Uh-oh.
Did you pause it because of me?
I think it might have froze up. It was running a little choppy there.
Hezekiah? Uh-oh.
Hez, you all right? Do we need to do a welfare check on you?
Am I muted? No, I was just highlighting the super chats because I was so excited to see them. Yes.
We thought we lost.
And then,
they paused.
Yeah,
We
you
didn't
said
hear
something
you, so
about
we thought
choppy.
you froze up there.
Oh, no. That was, what's that thing called? The mute button.
Yeah.
Anyway, our love broke the stream. No, it didn't. How the heck did you find...
Stefan.
Anyway, let's get back to it.
Are out there trying to up by, harassing these cops, harassing citizens and the public, going to the post office. This is what they do because they need that content. And the better content that they get, the better chances that they can make more money.
Oh, wait, I got to say hello to Mr. Schrodinger's cat.
Hi, Mr. Schrodinger's cat.
Welcome.
Hi.
Hope you're having a wonderful day.
Always great to have you here.
Yeah.
Yes. Thank you.
The to subscribers, they always ask you in all their videos, hit that like button. Subscribe to my channel because they need that money. So Brian Wilkins, aka Chuck Bronson, was out here in Charlotte County, and he just flat out admitted, this is what we do for a living.
You're getting all up close.
No, he wasn't getting close.
Well, when I got here, you were up here.
Close as arm's reach. We do this for a living.
Yeah, that's your definition. I do this for a living. That's your.
So he admits that this is what he does for a living, that he goes out every night and films cops.
I missed you last night. I had to work. I got off at like 3, and I think you cut off at like 4 or something. I got off at 4. You cut off at 3 or something like that. Where am I? I didn't see it. I was sleeping because I worked all night. That's it. Yeah. See, the thing is, I don't care about YouTube. I'm not asking anybody in my live to, hey, hit my like button, smash that thumbs up.
Oh, thank you, Catwoman.
You know what I mean? Only narcissistic YouTube fucking cop watchers are the only ones worried about how many subscribers they have and how many likes. I don't care about followers, bro. That's why you're out here. You're out here filming for followers. You're out here filming for revenue. This is what you do for a living. And it's pathetic, and that's why I'm filming you. Because you're out here harassing these cops that are doing their job.
Why don't you ask these cops how many times I've harassed them or said a word to them?
Why don't I just show them a couple of your videos?
Go ahead. You think they ain't already seen them? They're all watching.
Yeah, they all watch them.
I'm fucking stupid.
Well, you know what? And I wanted to get your opinion in general on the idea, because it's something that I've always, oops, I hit the wrong button again. It's always something that I've kind of wanted to do, is to try and see if I could find an auditor and me audit them. So what do you think of that idea as a way to fight back from the stupidity?
I think it'd be great. I would love to see you do it. I would have a hard time doing it because I have anger issues, and I would probably I mean, if one of them guys pulled that whole shtick on me and told me I don't know, if they got it, I would turn their camera into a colonoscopy camera immediately. I would be in trouble, and I would go to jail, and nobody wants that. So, but I would love to see you do that if that was possible. Yeah, that would be great.
I would love to.
It's always funny how these guys, they always think they're so much more famous than what they are too. They think that everybody watches their videos. Oh, the cops watch all my videos. I doubt that very, very much. I really doubt they're spending their days watching your stupid videos.
Hey, Jenny Pothier sent you a super chat.
Another one? Oh, look at this. Is this the 21-foot rule? Yeah, can we discuss the 21-foot rule? Well, you know what? As far as distance, I always thought it was fascinating, this idea of, because like what we were just talking about, if I ever audited an auditor, the first thing I would do is I would get really close to them filming them, and close enough to where they would have to say something about me getting too close. And then when they said I'm too close, I'd say, is that a felony or a misdemeanor? And what law says exactly how many feet away I have to stand from you? And basically flip their own script on them. And if they kept pushing hard enough, because my goal ultimately would be to ruin their audit and to get myself some content. But ultimately, if that didn't work, my last resort would be that I would pull up some kind of nudity or porn or something on my phone and shove it in their camera to destroy their audit, because then they can't put that on YouTube. Nope. That would work to stop them. But I'd try to have more fun with it, actually do an audit of them as opposed to just trying to destroy their audit. I think that's more for like regular people who like don't want to be filmed. So these idiots film them. Well, what do? Oh, you play copywritten music. Well, they can work around that, but they can't work around nudity. YouTube don't like that stuff.
Yeah, I think that's actually a pretty good idea that you have as far as doing that. Popping some nudity up on them. That'll get them that'll shut them down quick over that.
Yeah, but the problem with that is a lot of these frauditors are deviants, and they might like it. They'd be like, "Oh, wow, thank you."
Well,
but if they're live, YouTube will immediately shut down their stream. Immediately.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah.
Well, they only go live when the police are called. Up until then, I've noticed that this is what they do: is they instigate something, and then once the police get there, they go live.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I'm pretty sure they're all probably homophobic, so you might want to hit them up with something like that. That's something that they're not going to go home and put in their spank bank.
That's exactly right. Oh my goodness gracious me. Oh, so on that note, ladies and gentlemen, before we move on, it's time we have a word from our sponsor. So I'm going to go ahead and get this set up for you, so we can watch. It's commercial time. It's break time. So take a minute to watch this. Here we go.
Thanks a lot, Hezekiah, you jerk. As new sponsor of Hezekiah's show, welcome to Uncle R's Bar and Girl Stupidity. As you can see, I'm radioactively decaying. What? Because we got a new beer down here, new and approved. Oh, wait a minute. There we go. Plutonium 239 beer. That stuff's radioactively good and thermonuclearly delicious. Let's give it a try.
All right. Yes, that was a word from our sponsor, Uncle Arty's Bar and Grill of Stupidity.
Yeah.
And
he's a maniac, that guy.
Yes, he is.
Gotta love him.
Oh yeah, and he's got some kind of sneaky nonsense going on because for those of you who don't know, he's lurking backstage. I don't know how he got the link. I only sent it to Dr. Andrew at Frauditor News Network.
Well, I certainly didn't give it to him.
Yeah, right. Anyway, but let's get into the next video that I wanted to show. Now, this one doesn't have any commentary on it, so if you guys want to just jump into it, let's go.
Okay.
This is a new Auditing America video called "They Went Insane Really Fast." Nice. So I can't wait to see these people go insane on them. I love it. It's always so good when these guys audit, what is it, post offices and private business and stuff, because I still don't understand the point.
Now, he's the one that's always saying, you're live. There's 100 million viewers watching you right now, right? He's that one?
Yeah, he says that a lot. And he always likes to ask him, like, what's the Third Amendment? And then he changed that. And then he went to Guam and he was doing his whole thing there. And now his new shtick, and it seems like a lot of them are doing this now. He's doing it. Casey Camera Boy's doing it. A lot of them are starting to do it where it's completely flipped. It's gone from them constantly attacking cops to them constantly attacking random citizens. And then when the cops come, they're all nice to the cop playing victim. Oh, those people, they attacked me just because I was filming, officer. Arrest them, arrest them. It's sad.
It's pathetic.
It's a federal law.
What law is that?
It's a federal law. You're not allowed to take pictures in a federal
law. It's Poster 7, idiot.
Poster 7.
Even though I know
well, you are looking very nice today. You have a very nice hair day, ma'am. But respectfully, you're right. This is a federal facility, and our Constitution is our federal document. So our rights are protected in this building more than anywhere else. Also, your own policy, which is Poster 7. Can you please give me a copy of that?
Yeah, and it says that they could ask you to stop filming on
Since
Poster
when?
7.
you need to put that phone down. You can't
Put it down?
You cannot record in this building. It's people's personal information and packages and stuff. Next in line, you're not allowed to do that.
Since when?
Please put the camera down.
Well, can I speak to you regarding Poster 7? Because I just read.
You can put the phone down.
But ma'am, I just read.
You can put the phone down.
Ma'am, please treat me with respect.
I am.
No, you're not. You don't even know what. You're not giving me a chance to explain to you. Ma'am, I'm working on a story about the post office.
Actually, to leave the building.
And if I refuse, what's gonna happen,
I
ma'am?
will call the post inspector.
Ma'am, I'll be more than nice
Please
to you.
step on the other side.
I'm trying to explain to
You're
you.
not allowed to record.
Your rules say they do. Go read them.
You're not
I just
allowed
read
to
your rules.
record
Look, your
inside
rules are right there. Look, your rules are right there.
You're not
Your rules are right there. Your rules are right there, ma'am. Read your rules. They're on the wall.
Oh, you read them, stupid.
It says right there that I can't.
Are you doing a story or not?
Yeah, right. These
Read the
guys,
whole
they
thing.
don't know what they're. Read the whole thing, not just the first paragraph. And a couple things about that too that I wanted to mention as well. This is a new Auditing America video called "They Went Insane Really Fast." So I'm going to go ahead and get this set up for you. So on that note, let's get into the next video that I wanted to show. Now, this one doesn't have any commentary on it. So is, first of all, Anselmo himself has done it in the past. He'll harp on and on and on and on about Poster 7, but I've seen situations where people who actually do know what Poster 7 says would correct him, and then he'd say, oh, but that doesn't override the Constitution, so it doesn't matter what Poster 7 says.
Oh, okay.
So it's like you can't fight it, right? He's using it.
You can't win. You can't win.
Nope.
And then the other thing too about it is these guys, they like, this is a really good example of it. Right now he's in the post office, right? And they're saying all this and all that and blah, blah, blah. Here's what I think. And tell me what I want to hear both of your opinions on this. This is a theory of mine. I think that what happens is postal employees, like when they're hired, are trained on like the basic rules and regulations, like Poster 7, basically saying, hey, people aren't supposed to film in there. But I don't think, if their job is to take packages, they're taking packages. They're not memorizing Poster 7 all day. But somewhere in the back of their mind, they have a vague memory that they were specifically told to tell people not to film. And I think that's what these guys are taking advantage of, because they walk in there, they know immediately they're going to say you can't film in here, but they're not exactly necessarily going to remember what the rule is or why they're saying that. What do you guys think about that idea?
You can go first. Sorry.
I don't know. I don't know. They just have no comprehension of even the most basic things. They see what they want. I don't know. You go, Cupcake. What do you got?
Well, I mean, from the point of view of the postal employees.
Oh, the postal employees?
Yeah, because like I say, I think, like, to me, from jobs that I've had, when you first get trained, they teach you the rules and regulations and stuff.
Yeah,
but you don't just sit there and memorize it all day.
No, you
know
don't.
What I mean?
No, you don't have every rule and regulation memorized. No, nobody does. That's why they do that with the police too. They always don't you know this case law and that case law? No, they don't know all of that stuff. They don't know everything.
Right.
Yeah. Well, their expectations of people are it's stupid. It's always stupid.
Oh yeah. And what were you going to say, Cupcake?
Well, they're trying to do the right thing. They know, like you said, that there are certain rules, but they don't have it memorized. So when this douche canoe walks in, they're trying to do the right thing. They know that you can't film the transaction. I mean, that's just common sense. So when this little ass Elmo guy comes over to the counter and, starts spewing crap, they're the ones that have to, do something about it. And they're trying their best. And then, it's frustrating for them. They're probably like, wow, working at McDonald's wouldn't be this stressful.
Yeah.
Right.
I feel bad for them because they're put in the middle of trying to do the right thing and trying to deal with this idiot. And I think that's why these frauditors know that if they keep harping on it and they keep antagonizing them, it's going to cause a reaction to the point where they're going to give up and call the police, and there's your content.
Yeah.
Yep, exactly. All right, well, let's get back into it.
I don't. Tone. Lower your tone of voice.
I ain't gonna lower my tone of voice.
Yeah, you do. You work for us.
No, I don't work for you.
Yeah, you do.
No, I don't.
Yeah, you do.
I don't work for you.
You're a public employee.
I do not work for you. You do not do anything for me.
Oh, really? Well, yeah, you're not gonna work for us pretty soon if you keep that.
You're not doing anything.
What you gonna do, bro?
You're not doing it. You need to go.
What you gonna do, bro? All right, so shut your mouth.
Who are you talking to?
The one that's giving me orders?
Sweet and polite and respectful.
I'm talking to you. I'm talking to you. What you gonna do?
Oh, this guy's not having it.
What you gonna do?
One of these days, these frauditors is going to get a shot. It's going to happen at some point.
It is going to
I'm part of the
happen.
press. I'm part of the press. No, I'm not.
Okay, we'll wait. We'll wait.
You're being disorderly.
I don't care. You
Bro.
can't do nothing to me, bro.
Bro, get away from me, bro.
You can't do nothing.
Get away from me, bro.
Why are you in here?
Get away from
Why
me,
are you
bro.
in here?
Because I have the right.
Backing up.
Give him
Let's
those
see.
hands.
You're gonna be detained pretty soon.
I ain't gonna be staying.
You know what? Disorderly conduct. Disorderly conduct. Disorderly conduct. We're gonna see. When the police shows up, I'll be more than glad to show the video, and we're gonna see who's disorderly.
You can't do nothing to me.
Well, you can't do nothing to me. You can't do nothing to me.
You rapping like you got all
You're
the
being
business.
disrespectful,
You
dog.
like you gonna do something.
You're being disrespectful.
Man, going out the building.
You're being
bro.
disrespectful.
Going out the building, bro.
You're being disrespectful.
Going out the building.
Leave me alone, bro.
No,
Leave me alone.
You need to leave.
You're screaming, dog.
I can say whatever I want.
Bro.
You do not belong in
Bro,
here.
I do. I have the right to be here.
You're
I
not
have the
buying
right to be
anything.
here.
You're not a
You're not doing
customer.
any business.
Homeboy. I'm not your homeboy.
You're just loitering.
I'm not your homeboy. You go back with your food and leave me alone. Your rules are right there on the wall. Once you guys go read them, your rules are on the wall. The rules are on the wall.
And the rules say that they can ask you to stop.
The rules are on the wall. No one wants to read them, and everybody wants to fight.
You don't have the right to record in
I do.
See, now a normal person
I do.
with decency would just leave at this point. Would just say, you know what, everyone's upset. I'm causing a disturbance. You know, I don't want to do this, and then walk out. But this idiot, he's like, oh, great, yeah. So now, because most of his videos are just clickbait, he's like, I can finally put up a description and it'd be true. Karen's going crazy. And this is going to get me another, hundreds and hundreds of dollars from our millions of viewers.
Well, he's extremely lucky that that guy was at his place of employment. Because if that guy was not at his job and he pulled that shit on that guy on the street, that guy would have effed him up.
Yep.
That guy was not having it. He wasn't playing. If he wasn't at his job, he would have knocked him out.
It's only a matter of time, and I know it's going to happen. One day you're going to hear in the news some frauditor got shot or killed because of this stupidity. I mean, this,
I'm so surprised it hasn't happened yet.
I am too.
They're really pushing their luck. They are going to come across the wrong guy one day. It's going to be the wrong guy at the wrong time, and somebody is going to get killed. They really are.
Or they're going, it could be something so simple as they're filming a baby, and they didn't even really mean to film the baby, but they're filming everything. And a parent sees it and just, knocks them out. Things like that you don't know are going to happen. But eventually it's going to happen. And it's just, I'm just wondering which frauditor it's going to happen to first.
Yeah, the law of averages says that it's gonna happen eventually.
Yep, absolutely.
Yeah, and I've been saying for a while, and I don't know, Doc, if you've heard me go over this before, but it's worth saying again too, also for the audience. But like this whole idea, to me, that these auditors always say that they're trying to educate not just the city workers, because it was just the cops and the servants, right? But now it's any just random people on the street, because so many of them are just auditing random people and the customers in these buildings and whatever. And the big excuse is always, well, I'm trying to educate everyone that the First Amendment says that I can film. So like if you go up to an auditor and say, turn your camera off, don't film me, they'll say, well, it's legal for me to film. And they're trying to educate you that it's legal for you to film. Yeah. So what's happening is these people, they call the cops come and say, yeah, he's just filming, we can't do anything. But what's ending up happening, and I'm seeing it more and more and more, is what these auditors are actually educating the public to isn't that there's nothing you could do about it. It's that they'll do something about it themselves, take it into their own hands, and not call the cops because they know the cops aren't going to do anything.
Yeah.
Yep. Like Annapolis audit, got his head split open. Yep. And this is just going to keep happening and happening and happening. And I don't, want it to happen, but it's inevitable. They're doing it to themselves.
Yeah, well, you hate to see it, but I would laugh.
Well, yeah,
I mean, I don't want it to happen, but I would if I saw a video of it, I would absolutely watch it. Just saying.
I kind of want it to happen, actually. I really do.
Well, that's the thing. Like, it's almost like when I say, like when I talk to my boys, they always ask me questions about Demos Nation. Thank you for the $5 super chat. I think he gets some wound up before he records. People don't get mad like that for someone recording. It's crazy. Good to see you, Hez, Doc, and FNN. Great to see you too, Debos.
Hey, Debos.
Yes, and you are also once again entered into the contest to win the voodoo doll. Yay. All right. Love it. Thank you for the support. Yes. It is crazy. And especially like with people like Anselmo. First of all, we also don't know when the video starts, right? He might be recording before that, but edit it so that anything before that is cut out. But even so, like I said earlier, post offices are an easy target because just the standard general post office employee doesn't necessarily have Poster 7 memorized, but they know that they've been trained that people aren't allowed to film in there. So they know that. And the other thing that I've been seeing a lot more of with these guys, Rogue Nation's one of them who says it flat out. Accountability for All is another one, which I know, there's a whole thing with you and Josh, but yeah.
I'm sorry. Is he still stalking you in your morning live streams?
Rogue? Oh, yeah.
Yeah. So
he's almost every morning.
He's been there all week?
Yeah, he's there a lot.
Yeah, he's always there. That's all right. It don't bother me. I have fun yelling at him.
I've smacked him with a wrench numerous times. It's fun.
Yes.
What is wrong with him? Never mind.
Well,
that's for another day. We have a long time to discuss it.
I wrote a book about what's wrong with these people.
That's right.
Yes.
Oh man, there's
Get
so
your
much
copy
wrong
now.
with them. Yes, get your copy today. Link in the description below. Also, you could win a signed copy in the contest. Hank gifted a membership. Oh, thank you.
Yay.
Thank you so much.
Nice.
Beautiful. Hank's Corner is entered into the contest now as well again.
Gotta
I love
love
you
a
guys
talking
so much.
dog.
Yes, indeed. Man, you guys are the best. I love my fans so much. Seriously.
Yeah, you got a good crew here. Yeah.
You do.
Thank you. Yes. Play whack-a-mole with Rogue Nation. But anyway, the point I'm trying to make is these guys really seem to have taken it beyond, again, where it started, which was just, supposedly trying to stand up for rights, to now actively going out of their way to try not only to instigate a negative reaction, because that wasn't enough. They have to keep raising the stakes and getting it higher and higher and higher to get more clicks and views.
Yeah.
They've gotten it to a point now where they're specifically doing this to try and instigate people into doing things that they can get them fired for. I'm going to put in a complaint against this guy and try to get him to lose his job. Why? Because he asked me to stop filming and I refused to listen, which is ultimately what it comes down to.
Yeah.
Just call the police. Just call the police. All of you guys are being disorderly. You know what that is? All of you are breaking the law. You're breaking the law. You're breaking the law. You broke the law for sure. Let's have a conversation. You seem like a respectful person.
How you doing, sir?
I'm doing excellent. Actually, by the way, we have thousands watching.
Thousands
The issue is that Poster 7, which is right there on your wall, says that we have the right to video record for news and advertisement purposes in our lobby area. Everybody's ignoring that, and this guy wants to fight me and be disorderly. Go ahead, but guess what? I'm sure I can subscribe.
Just real quick, FYI, the total views on this video as of now is only 4.7 thousand total.
When was this? When was this published?
This one was published 2 hours ago.
Oh, okay.
But still, he just said I got hundreds of thousands of views, and on this video, there's hundreds of thousands of people watching right now. He still has less than 5,000 views total on it.
Yeah,
he's one of the biggest liars.
Oh yeah. Well, got a live fraud.
You just made a fool of yourself. No,
There's
it's not.
100 million.
It's entertaining. It's not entertaining.
Bingo.
You guys are being disrespectful. This is a federal building. I know exactly where I'm at.
Good, now go home.
You guys are insane.
No, you are, because you can't come up with nothing better to do in your life.
You guys are insane.
You went to freaking Guam, and instead of
He's
enjoying
actually
your
the only
vacation,
nice person
you did
here.
this.
Sir, what's your name besides?
Didn't he go to
Enrique.
Guam or
Nice to meet you,
something
brother.
at some
I'm with
point?
Arty America, sir. We go to public places. We do these type of videos.
I'm sorry, what's that?
Didn't he go to Guam at some point?
Well, that's what I'm saying. He went to Guam, and instead of enjoying his vacation, he used it to fraud at Guam.
Yeah.
What an idiot. He did try and actually enjoy himself a little bit. He did a video of him hanging out at the beach and stuff. But I mean, honestly, I would rather hang out at the beach than worry about filming myself hanging out at the beach. You know.
I know. He's probably auditing sand crabs while he was there.
You mean his own crab? Oh, never mind.
Yes.
Oh, burn.
Yes.
Piece, and we find out the true color of our postal workers. You ever heard the term "gone postal"? Well, that's it, right there, at its best, sir. The rules are on the wall. All it takes is for you guys to go check them out. Now they're calling the police. They're gonna say that I was being disorderly. This guy just broke the law, and I'll be more than glad to show the video to the police when they arrive, and then we'll see who's the one being disorderly. You know what I'm saying?
He can't show it to police because then he has to stop his live
Yes, I
stream.
can, bro. I do this for a living for 4 years. Received the memo actually that talks about these type of videos.
Oh no, not the memo.
It's forcibly stop you from recording. All right, but you
Okay, so the police is here. I'm gonna go talk to them.
Okay.
Why don't you come with me?
I got work to do.
All right. He did.
All right, now wait a minute. Now, correct me if I'm wrong, but isn't one of the big arguments that these idiots love to make is that regular police have no jurisdiction in the post office?
Yes.
That's what they always say.
Yep.
Oh, but now that he's looking for the cops to be on his side, he's not going to argue their jurisdiction unless they. So, okay. So let's take our bets right now. Who thinks the cops are going to be on his side and he's going to kiss their butts? And who thinks the cops are going to be against him and then he's going to start saying they don't have jurisdiction?
That's a tough one to call. Could go either way.
I think the cops now with people filming and there's so many frauditors that they're hesitant to do anything because then it looks bad. So I think a lot of times that's why they just say, okay, and then leave. So I think that's what's going to happen now.
Oh, and then he's going to go back in the post office and gloat to all the employees. Ha ha, the cop said I can keep doing this.
Yeah, and he's going to take out the race car. You racist.
Yeah, like a little kid. Ha 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 ha. They said that I could do that.
Did. How's it going? Can I have your name and batch number just for the record?
What's that?
May I have your name and batch number just for the record?
Am I here for you?
Yes.
Okay, what happened?
Well, you see, I'm a First Amendment auditor. I'm doing a First Amendment audit here. I go throughout the entire country doing these type of videos. They already know, brother.
You're an idiot.
They've received several memos.
Dude, look on his
They
face.
received
He's like,
the information already. United States Postal Service has their policies right there on the wall. It says that for news and advertisement purposes, we're allowed to video record in there.
Unless they ask you not
their
to.
own policy says that.
I wonder
for
how
news
long
and
he's
advertisement
babbling that he keeps doing all these cuts.
Video recording is allowed in lobbies, entrances, foyers, and corridors.
Okay. All right, give me a second.
Not over the counter.
All right, just wait for me out here. Just wait for me out here. Hello.
I know, Chelsea May. We're all hoping for a happy ending here.
Yeah, right? That guy's telling the cop what's what.
You can only imagine.
He's a little animated there.
Insert your own dialogue here.
I'm kind of stupid already being out here. I'm about to walk inside.
Yeah, you are stupid. It's easy for you to look stupid.
Sure, wait right here.
Wait right there, sir.
Am I being detained?
Just give me a second. Just wait right there. I'm working with you.
Correct, I understand.
Okay,
but
just stand right there. When we're done, I'm coming to talk to you.
Can they investigate?
Not being allowed inside. You know what I'm saying?
Oh.
Yeah, start to come.
You're
not being kicked out.
No, I'm not being allowed.
Here's the taser. Taser, please. Taser, please.
We're dealing with
I don't want to interfere.
Right there. Taser. Right there.
Let's do this. They're saying we already called postal police, okay, as well, based on their policy. on the post office policy. That's why we're having, we just don't want to disturb.
Hezekiah, not the head. There's nothing in
Well,
there.
they created a disturbance.
Yeah,
sir,
no
you-
brain.
You created a disturbance.
Oh, I created
Yeah.
a disturbance? Specifically, how? I want you to
No,
elaborate on that.
Shut up.
You arrived here recording.
Oh, that's a disturbance? My rights are a disturbance?
Yes.
No, your
Sir,
stupidity.
what's your name and badge number?
Officer Oliveris.
Oliveris.
Yes.
You seem like a
Badge
smart
number-
guy.
Badge number 30.
You seem like a smart
So
guy,
you're-
but
so-
you're going downhill right now because how is video recording a disturbance when you just see that
We're trying
guy?
to get a solution here, and you
And-
just keep escalating the situation.
Well, I'm not.
We're just trying to get a solution.
I'm just standing up for.
Can I give you a solution?
Sure.
Okay. So,
Please.
they're okay. Well, not okay. You're allowed to record, and the only thing you cannot record is anything on that desk. Reason being, they have, again, for people's personal information. There are credit card pads where people enter their pins and all that stuff. So any of that stuff there cannot be recorded.
Okay.
I'm telling you, I'm just relaying their.
What about all the rules? Bring out the paperwork. You're going by what they're saying.
Well, I'm not an auditor. I don't need to know
Well,
the rules.
Well, you need to know the policy from this place. This is a public federal installation.
You don't
Actually,
know the policy.
you guys
I know
don't
my
even
policy, I don't know the-
honestly, sir, you're state police, right?
No,
I mean, you're
city
city
police,
police,
I work for the city.
and we're in a and you know,
This
I
is
don't-
a U.S. government building.
this is a federal facility,
Right,
which
right.
you know, if I should be to anybody with all due respect, should be the postal.
Wait a minute. What was that? What were we saying? I thought I heard something from Doc.
Oh, I was saying he doesn't know the policy. He's telling the police they don't. I don't know. He's
Yeah.
talking about the policy as if he knows the policy. No. Read the whole thing, stupid.
Yep, that's just the first sentence, you idiot.
Yeah.
Police.
Okay.
You guys don't have any jurisdiction in here, guy.
Oh, no. Oh! Did you hear it? Did you hear it?
Yep, you don't have any jurisdiction
What did
here.
he
There
just
you go.
There it is.
You guys don't have jurisdiction in here.
There it is.
I knew
Ding,
it.
ding,
Yes.
ding.
Yes.
I wonder if he reads the back of his
Awesome.
hand when his script is written.
Yeah, he's
Right?
got that memory.
Well, no, it's almost. He's been doing this long enough that he's got his script down.
Yeah.
He has it
pretty
memorized.
Yeah.
Well. Oh, man.
He can recite
That's
that
so
in his
funny.
sleep at this point.
He probably does.
Yeah.
They don't read all of Poster 7 because if they did, then it would prove them wrong. That's why they don't read it.
Yeah.
And like I said earlier, if anyone missed it, I've seen videos in the past with Esomo where if he was talking to someone that he still uses the Poster 7 argument, but I've seen videos where he talked to someone who actually did know Poster 7, and when they called him out on it, he would say, "Oh, but that doesn't override the Constitution, so I can film whatever I want."
Yeah.
So no matter what you say, he's gonna say no.
Yeah.
Oh boy. Anyway, this video still got quite a bit of time left. I wonder what happens. See, this is why I'm afraid the cops are going to let him go, and he's just going to go back in there and gloat at the employees, and it's going to be very depressing if that happens.
That's what
I
I'm
know.
expecting.
Is this? You know, ignoring that.
Press out on stabbing it.
Sir, so
That is for massive.
I can put the
Your place of employment. If you act rowdy in your place of employment, your manager has. to deal with
I'm the complainant. I'm the person complaining about my peace being disturbed. So
that. How is your peace being disturbed? You're coming
he's
in-
interfering. First of all, he's interfering with my job. He's engaged in tumultuous
This is
behavior.
like
You're in his
your
work.
house,
No, it's not.
and
This is
then
not.
I start causing a scene at
My
your
house is private property.
Wait a minute.
What?
Hold on a second.
Ah.
He's in their place of employment
Yes.
saying, I'm not getting in the way of their employment. They're getting in the way of mine. Like, the illogical logic drives me nuts. Oh, man.
Yeah. Well, the other thing that drives me crazy, sometimes they say, I'm a taxpayer. This is my building.
Right, yeah.
They'll say to
If they
somebody,
bought a soda,
"Yeah,
they
well,
pay
you know
tax
what?
on the soda.
The person that works there is also a taxpayer. Plus, they're
Yes.
also working there, which should trump yours. That means they have two things going for them. They also pay taxes and they work there.
Yes, they
I love this
literally
one-
belong there.
This
Go
one
ahead.
Frauditor, when he was talking to an officer in the office, he said, "Well, I pay taxes too." He said, "Yeah, but your taxes don't go to this building or something. Like
Yeah.
his taxes are kept in a secret, separate place because he's an officer."
Ah,
Right.
okay. So this guy knows where all of the taxes are funneled to and how much each person's. Yeah, all right. That's another stupid argument.
So if you're a government worker, that means that your taxes don't go to the government.
Right.
I don't know where it goes, but
okay, all right.
Doc, did you hear when Rogue was on here on my morning show talking about how his family historically was the richest family in the world and paid more taxes than any other family ever?
No.
And therefore he has more rights than everyone else because his family paid more taxes than everyone else?
Oh, wow. Okay.
I'm like, what are you, one of the Rockefellers?
Wow. All right. All right.
I don't know if he actually believes that or if he was trolling, but just the fact that he said that, it's like, dude, that's stupid.
Wow. All right. Shout out Rogue Nation.
Yeah, right.
Interesting argument.
Yeah. All of his arguments are stupid.
Yeah.
This is public on my house.
But this is
for us. Do the walk of
shame
with our, so they get taxes and play around with the tax money. That's a whole different subject.
Anyway,
but yeah.
So again, you can walk in, you can record, just do not record behind the desk, please.
What do you mean behind the desk? I can't face my camera towards them.
No.
It's that's what does that.
That's literally the rules and regulations and the memo you're talking about.
You guys take an oath to the Constitution, not an oath to postal service.
I'm waiting for him to say it's prior restraint.
You can't. Because I'm my private boss. You can't go into my office.
Okay, so how would you feel if somebody came to audit you in your business?
If the public paid for my business, yeah, I wouldn't have a problem. You want to know something, bro? I encourage you tomorrow to go to my YouTube channel, and you're gonna see how people are really gonna,
how much of a scumbag you are.
They're gonna shit on you guys for giving me the cops planning. The one that you guys go all around and in circle, cops planning. You're trying to explain to me?
No, you're the one going around in a circle.
That's not true.
You're fraud-splaining.
You guys,
fraud-splaining.
With all the
respect, try to do that as a police officer. I always try to put myself in other people's shoes, just like I've been considerate with you.
Correct.
I've been trying to understand,
Correct.
and I've been trying to work as hard as possible.
Correct.
To make this happen.
Correct, but you're not.
I also put myself in their position, and I would feel very uncomfortable if somebody would do this to me, kind of like what you're doing to me.
Okay, but you're
Obviously,
not.
I'm used to this, but
But you're not the feelings police.
Oh, the feelings police.
Here we go.
Man, I should have got bingo cards out for this one.
Yeah, see, that's one of the things that would really get me mad. If I met one of these guys and they told me that my feelings don't matter, I would be really pissed. That would really set me off. I would be triggered.
Oh, yeah, big time. Hello, if Rogue Nation's lips are moving, he's lying. Thanks for the $2, Hank's Corner.
Yes.
Thank you. Everyone's saying they like his red beard. He looks like Sami Zayn from WWE.
Okay,
yeah, he kind of does. Which actually he had a pretty good showing last night or on SmackDown. But anyway, yeah, man, this is nuts. And the way he uses all of the same old arguments and the same old nonsense. And this cop is just being so cool and so calm and so polite. But, he just, your feelings don't trump my rights. But how about your feeling that, it hurts their feelings when we point a camera at them? Then it's okay to be a feelings police, right? Oh, man. And then, I don't know. How do you guys think about that idea? Like the whole cam backing thing and how they react when you do that?
Well, it's kind of hysterical that they get so upset about that when that's what they do. They spend their whole time doing that and saying how it's a First Amendment right to do that. It's written into the Constitution that they can have a camcorder or a cell phone and record somebody. But then somebody does it to them, and all of a sudden it's wrong. It just makes no sense whatsoever. Nothing makes sense with them, really. It's very hard to make sense out of any of their arguments.
Yeah, I call it illogical logic. What do you think? Yeah, go ahead.
Sorry, these cambacks prove that nobody, including the frauditors, want to be recorded. Just like, oh, it doesn't bother me. But look, cam back. Like, if it doesn't bother you, then you wouldn't point it out. And you wouldn't. Yeah. So, but they point it out every time, cam back. I'm sorry, if, it's like, if it was just, someone's filming, they'd be like, okay, no big deal. But when they pointed out, when they pointed out, that proves they don't like it.
Yeah.
There was a video last week that I was talking about. I forget exactly who the frauditor was, but he was outside of a bar, and all the way on the other side, somebody, like one of the patrons, was out there and had his phone out and was filming the auditor, literally not saying a word, just sitting there filming, which supposedly is really what the auditors are fighting for, a silent audit. And the auditor couldn't take it. He just kept filming me, and he just kept pushing it and pushing it and pushing it and complaining about the guy filming him until everyone in the bar came out. The bar manager came out. The cops came out. It was this huge thing. And then it turns out that after he turned the camera off and the cops left, he got beat up, attacked by a dude with a hockey stick. And then the next day went live to say, oh, there was a big fight last night and this and that. Just this big, horrible thing because he saw a guy doing literally the same thing, and not even like he wasn't antagonized or anything. He was just not talking or anything. Just, and then when the frauditor looked at him, he waved, and the frauditor just couldn't stand it and kept pushing and pushing until he literally ended up getting his ass beat over it. It was upstate New York audit, yeah.
And that's why they're always like when an officer with their body cam, or if a public employee starts filming them, like, oh, I'm going to FOIA that. I'm going to FOIA that. Like, why would you FOIA that? Why would you want to see your stupid ass? What is the point? Because they don't like it. And they think somehow getting that footage kind of makes it disappear for some reason. It just bothers them so much.
Here's the thing. This goes back to what I was saying. Like, it's to the point now where they're not even trying to fight for rights anymore. They're actively just trying to get people fired or get them sued or get them in trouble. The reason why they FOIA the stuff is they're trying to say, this guy isn't supposed to use his personal cell phone while he's on duty. Now I have this footage to prove he was using it at work.
Yeah. It makes your head hurt. It really does.
And with that note here, because let's see what ends up happening in the end here. Because obviously, look at this. He's talking to this cop for like another 25
I know this goes
minutes.
on for a bit. Clearly, yeah. Let's see what happens at the end here.
We're waiting.
See, that's why I like Australian cops. They don't do all this back and forth crap. They're just like, all right, you're under arrest. Get out of here. It's just like, wham, bam, thank you, ma'am, you're done. But in here, it's just like blah, 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 back and forth for 2 hours. Come on.
That's why P. Barnes is such a legend, right? Guy walks up. Yeah, I'm going in there. No, you're not. But I want to. Zap. No, you're not. Done. No waste of time.
Introduction to Mr. Sparky.
That's right.
Yeah, Mr. Sparky.
I mean, it's all I have is what they have here. So, but just be respectful. Don't interrupt the business.
I never did. I never did. Well, you guys are awesome. Thank you, Wilson. And I encourage you guys to check out the Constitution when you get home today, so you can refresh your memory. That's it's a thing that we all should do.
Light reading, okay.
Yeah, just do some light
Good
reading.
idea. So aside from my bachelor's degree and
Oh, that's good. You have a bachelor's degree?
I do.
Okay, well at least you didn't just go to the academy for a couple months and then become. All right, good.
Oh
good.
boy.
See,
P. Barnes.
That's right.
That's not worried about your camera. I am.
All right, guys. So that's what Mr. America. That's what he does. This is called our victory lap. We're
You're
back
still
inside.
pointing your camera over there.
Victory lap. See, there we go.
Auditing America. Find us on TikTok,
You're still
Instagram,
doing
Facebook. Find us everywhere, guys. Always stand up for yourself. Stand up for your rights. Let's keep the Constitution alive. We'll see you on the next.
And I'll tell you something too, because that's the end. Obviously, nothing happened. But this is the thing about that too that really, really, really gets to me. Like, if you really wanted to sit down and legitimately have an argument about Poster 7 and the rules of the post office, you can make the argument that they are perfectly within all of their rights to film everything in the post office except for behind the counter. And that's the big thing. Like, once you start filming behind the counter, even the things that they say, well, they had that memo that came out. I've read the memo. It specifically says as long as you're not filming behind the counter. So, of course, that's the first thing they do is they start filming behind the counter.
Yeah.
Right? Oh, man.
They're like
It's
children.
all about the content. It's all about causing a disturbance, creating conflict, getting the most views. That's all it is.
Yeah.
All right. So,
I
you know
don't
what?
know.
No, go ahead. What?
No, I was just saying, I don't know. Go ahead.
Well, because that had a sad ending and that was kind of depressing. We're going to play a game, ladies and gentlemen. The game I invented for the show. We're going to start doing this every Saturday night. Right? And this is the first time we're doing it, so I'm going to do a little more for the intro. But we're going to start, ladies and gentlemen. Okay. There's going to be, this is 1 minute and 30 seconds long. So the first 30 seconds are the setup. And then there's going to be a minute timer. And during the time, I want you guys to guess, who do you think it is? Because, ladies and gentlemen, right now it's time for our new favorite game. And now, ladies and gentlemen, it's time for your favorite game. Who's that douche canoe? All right, who do you think it is, guys? Based on the silhouette.
Wow. Well, looks like a guy with a salad bowl on his head.
Humpty Dumpty? Who's that Frauditor? I call Josh Abrams. I call him Humpty Dumpty.
It is. Okay, so we have one guess. We got Josh Abrams as a guess. Who do we got? We got Eric Cartman as a guess. Megan Benson as a guess. We got somebody guess Silent Boy. Chili. STD.
Yeah.
Taco Terry. PayPal Patty. 15 seconds left. Chili. A lot of chili. Afro Man Audit. Who's the winner going to be? We got 5 seconds left. Who's that? Let's find out.
Wow.
Ladies and gentlemen, who is it?
Wow.
Conspiracy Music It's Silent Boy. Oh my goodness, yes. Yeah, Conspiracy Music guest, Silent Boy.
Oh, there you go. That's my partner right there.
Funny thing is, when I first started doing these videos, I wasn't so much interested in like reviewing Frauditor videos as doing skits like you like to do, Hezekiah.
Right.
So my first video was doing a fraudit in my basement, and I took like all the language from Frauditors that I could, like you spit in my face.
Right.
Well,
yep, that's one of the classics. Well, so anyway, with a response to that, who's that douche canoe video for Silence Boy, we have a few words about Silence Boy from our on the road correspondent, Radical Brittany. Let's see what she has to say about Silence Boy.
All right.
Wow, okay.
Thanks, Hez. Radical Brittany here. So, Silence Boy is either the worst auditor or the best frauditor. Actually, he makes frauditors look like real auditors. Oh my God. Silence Boy is nothing but an antagonizing, manipulative POS bully who doesn't care about your rights. All he cares about is your money and how much of it you are giving to him, which puts other frauditors to shame. Back to you, Hez.
Yeah.
Thank you for that report, Radical Brittany.
That's a good piece right there. I like that.
Yes. Thank you. I'm trying. And so we're going to follow that up with the new Silence Boy video, because just based on what she just said, watching how this video starts just goes to prove how right we all are. Watch how he starts this video. Typical Silence Boy. Here we go.
Thanks, everyone. Haters and trolls keep watching. So a lot of police that don't like me too. Cool. Always making. Let's show it.
It's always flashing money.
We always make it.
You would think they had like $500 bills there. Was he got like a couple
Stop
hundred?
playing, everyone.
200?
Peace, everyone.
Right. Oh, and look, there he is again. Look at that.
Oh.
So, like, he cares about civil rights, right? The movement. He isn't doing it for the money.
But now I wonder if
This
that's
is
the same wad of cash that he flashes every single video.
I'm just surprised that he puts this online, and then when he walks around the street, people don't realize that he keeps that in his pocket.
What is he doing that for? Is it even real?
It's a flex.
Go ahead and do it.
Yeah, it's
Go
a
ahead
flex.
and do it. Let's see what happens to you. Get in my face one more time.
Hey, get the fuck out of here.
You get the fuck out of here.
Stop it.
Okay? Come over here. Come over here.
Hey, yo, bitch, come here.
Let's see. Come outside here. You're gonna go in there.
I did notice, though, if you look close, every time he does that flash,
I'm not scared of you. Come
it's
over
always like
here.
a couple hundred
Come over
surrounded
here.
by a
Let's see what
lot of
happens.
smaller bills.
Yeah.
Come over here.
Yeah, it's not a lot of money.
Okay? You don't own the
It's the
sidewalk.
same amount
okay?
every single time.
You don't own the sidewalk.
Yeah.
What's your problem, you? What's your problem? With your little, I don't know if you're dad getting up in my face. There's consequences of getting in people's face.
I think Silence Boys could be the first one that's going to get whacked.
I don't need to talk to you,
Yeah,
okay?
right?
Yeah, like I didn't talk to you, don't talk to me neither,
That's a
okay?
great fetish you have, brother.
Huh?
That's a great fetish you have, brother.
Yeah.
Somebody was mentioning in the chat, actually, that, he's been exposed on Telemundo. And I actually was on, there's a show called Tacos and Workouts. It's a YouTube show. It has nothing to do with the auditing community, but it's a Spanish show. And they actually had me on as a guest because they wanted to interview me about Silence Boy because, when he got that vendor fired.
Wow. Okay.
I remember that.
So you've been on Telemundo.
Like the video, we got his vendor fired.
Yeah, that dude, I mean, and this is the thing about him that drives me nuts too. I mean, there's a lot of things that drive me nuts about all of them.
Yeah.
But he's one of these guys that really focuses on random people. Like he totally, completely gave up on the whole government thing.
Wow.
Completely, it just goes after people on the street.
Well, that's very dangerous, and I'm actually surprised how polite society is. Because we were talking about one of these guys getting hurt. I would have thought that would have happened a long time ago. I really do.
Yeah, that's why I think he's the first one that's going to go because
Yeah.
he goes to restaurants and, he doesn't do government workers. He just does random people for no reason just because he's an asshole.
Yeah.
Yep, big time. Oh, what a scumbag.
He is.
Yeah.
He's
Our
a
privacy,
douche.
you're not here. They're not doing. That's only if you do something, I'm gonna do something to you.
Yeah, exactly. 'Cause
Yeah.
that's what I'm
That's
gonna
why.
say. That's right.
I know how it works. You're laughing. Nobody's laughing, dude.
You're a joke, my guy.
You're a joke, my guy. Yep.
Got that right.
So look, they have all these cameras here, and they're scared of a phone.
Oh,
Only person,
boy.
everyone.
Security cameras are the same thing, man. I hate that
Yeah.
one too.
That's how you treat
They're
your
so
customers.
not.
You go up to them and tell them,
You're a customer?
"No, you don't know who I am."
What's that, Doc?
No, they're so not the same thing. They're there. Nobody is sitting there watching them, poring over them. They're not being uploaded to YouTube. They're not being used to monetize. They're there in case something happens so that they can go over it and show the police what happened. It's a totally different thing. So to equate the two is just another. I got to keep using the word stupid, but it's stupid.
It is. It's insane, and like you say, it's one of the things that I said a couple times is whenever they make the argument about that, and then if they always try to do these logical fallacies that are nonsense, where they'll say things like, "Well, but what if somebody wanted to FOIA the security footage? It's like, well, wait a minute. If your whole goal is to see what these people are like, to see if they're doing their job or whatever, and to hold them accountable, why wouldn't you FOIA the footage from that? Why do you have to go in there with your camera and do it that way? But this, again, random people on the street, like, that has nothing to do with anything. Like, at that point, you shouldn't even call yourself an auditor. You're just an asshole.
Yeah.
Yep, agreed.
But
I'm not close to you.
okay?
I'm not close to you.
No matter what, if you try to do something, you're gonna get it's coming for you. That's why I warned you. I gave him a warning.
What's coming for you?
Yeah.
I know. It's fine.
No, I'm gonna keep filming because that's my right to.
You think?
They're probably not American. That's why.
Yeah, that's some racist shit.
Oh.
But he's on private property, it looks like.
No, he's from the sidewalk, but he's kind of zoomed in a little.
Okay.
So he's not an American. That's what he's saying.
Yeah. You don't know the rules because you're not American.
Yeah. You don't speak no good English like me.
Yeah.
Well, this guy thinks he owns look, there's 1, 2, 3, 4 on the left side. Let me show you.
Who cares? They left. Okay, move on. No. Keep trying to egg them on to come back out.
He tried to scare me, everyone. What is that when you try to scare someone? You're trying to scare someone with public?
You're trying to make the word
What is
intimidate, but you can't make words.
Yeah.
You don't know how to make
Words are
English.
Crazy
hard.
man there. Everyone.
See, that doesn't look like a sidewalk. It looks like part of their property.
Okay, because
Yeah.
this guy tried to invade my space. I don't know.
Trying to invade my space.
MySpace. Yeah. Now we don't do MySpace anymore. It's Facebook now.
They could call police and nobody's gonna come here, everyone. We know that already.
Yeah, that's what's great about America is that these douchebags just do whatever they want and the cops have to. Talk about real hard-hitting journalism.
Yeah, journalism.
Riveting.
Telling you, I'm on the edge of my seat, man.
Yes. Just don't know
This
what's
is
going to happen
Pulitzer
next.
Prize stuff.
They should make a book out of this. Or a movie.
Never gonna show up, man.
This was a book on tape. I'd listen to it all day to fall asleep.
Yes. Yes.
So I guess I have to do this again another day, everyone.
Why? Because you're an asshole and you don't know when to quit? IR journalism.
Riveting continent.
Machine Head says California cops are a Whoop Brady Bunch version of themselves.
Yeah.
Yeah, it is weird though, because there was a lot of talk in the old days about how bad California cops were. Now they let you do anything. Right? I mean, even like they got that law where if you steal less than $3,000, they got to let you go, kind of a thing.
That is so
that in
stupid.
California?
Again, I have to say stupid, but man, that is. I don't know what's up with that.
It's crazy. And I've seen videos of people like literally like going out of their, like all of a sudden these criminals are like brilliant at math and they're getting like just under $3,000 worth of stuff so that they don't get busted.
That's insane.
Just loading up.
Yep. I mean, literally just walking into stores, taking $2,900 worth of stuff and then just leaving. Not even trying to hide it because cops have been instructed not to arrest them for that.
I can't believe that.
Yeah. Well, whatever the amount, Quiet Lamb's like he thinks it's $950. Whatever. The point is, it's insane. They're just like making all these laws where there are no laws. It's turning into the Old West.
Yeah,
California is a hot mess.
It doesn't even matter what the number is on that. It's just something that should not be. You should not be able to walk into a place and steal something and not have any repercussions. That's just dumb. There, I used a different word instead of stupid. I said dumb.
Oh, there you go. Or idiotic.
You're welcome.
I mean,
foolish.
Imagine going to a store and trying to rob them and say, "Give me everything in your cash register, but keep it under $950. I don't want to get arrested."
There you go.
So
right?
just give me. I'm just going to rob you of $949. You can keep the rest.
Yeah, why don't they do that? How would that be any different than taking things off the shelves? I would think they could probably argue that in court and say, it's under $950. I made them give it to me from the cash register, but look, you gotta let me go.
It's like going down the aisle and putting stuff in your cart and then adding it up and like, well, I've got $925 worth of product here, and just walking out.
Yeah. You go to the self-checkout and you just ring everything up until it gets to $949, and then you leave. Yeah.
Man, that's crazy. What I'm happy about, I didn't even know about this because it wasn't like a big news story or whatever, but because since I'm from Chicago, there were a lot of news reports how they passed a law where in Chicago, it was going to be people were calling it the purge law. They were basically getting rid of cash bonds completely, so that basically the idea was if you did something illegal, you didn't have to pay a bond to get out and then just never show up to court.
Yeah.
And it was like freebie, like just do whatever you want. But what I didn't know was it was supposed to take effect January 1st this year. I guess like at 11:59 p.m. on December 31st, they voted no and squashed it so that it wouldn't take effect. So far, that hasn't happened yet.
Okay.
So that's a good thing.
Yeah, a little common sense, maybe.
Yes. So now the next thing I wanted to do, ladies and gentlemen, since our guest is Doc Danger, we want to feature him and his stuff and promote his channel and his music.
Yeah.
Another song by Doc Danger.
Yay.
Ooh.
Yes.
Yay me.
That's right. This is one of them. What do they call this? Heavy metal type stuff over by there. This is a good one from 1986. Oh yeah.
Yeah. Now this is a band that I founded we founded it in 1985, I guess. Josh Christian and I played together for 5 years, and then we founded this band. This is the demo tape that got the band wrote the record deal on Roadrunner Records, and the band is still playing today. They're still touring and doing festivals in Europe and stuff like that. But yeah, this is off the demo tape from 1986. Yeah, this is Toxic, and I was the bass player on this. And there you go, little backstory.
All right, and here we go. And don't forget to check out Doc Danger's channel. There's a link in the description box, as well as one for Frauditor News Network, my co-host, as well as Arty's Corporate Fiction, my sponsor, and Witcher Hearts, who was the actress who played Brittany in the earlier shtick thing.
Brittany for president.
Yay. Radical Brittany.
You go full screen on me.
How do I do that? Just for you.
Thank you, George Stewart.
Oh, that's a picture of the band we're listening to. I got you. Dag nabbit.
Yeah.
All right.
Well,
yeah, that was awesome.
I don't know. That sounded really bad on my end. I don't know if it's just conspiracy. You're out there. Did that sound as bad as I think it did? I kind
The
of
audience seemed to love it.
Yeah. All right.
Great.
It sounded muffled to me. It sounded like it was playing on a Walkman that had a bucket on top of it.
I didn't notice that.
All right, because that's a studio recording, and it generally sounds really good. So I don't know, maybe it's just coming through on my end that way. I don't know.
Yeah, it could have something to do with the internet. Who knows?
I hope to God it didn't sound as bad out there as it did to me, because that was not good.
Well, no, that's good. That's good because then that gives people an idea like, man, that sounded great except for the quality. Oh, if I go to his channel, then I'll get the high quality version.
There you
that's
go.
An excuse to send more people to your channel.
That is the spin we're going to put on that. Yes. So if you want to hear that properly, definitely go to my channel and you can see the music videos I have. You can hear the Talk to Demo tape properly, the way it's supposed to sound. And yeah, definitely do that because that was a little disappointing to me. I wanted to take a minute to tell you how I got into this whole into the auditing community.
Yes, please.
When I first came onto YouTube, I've only been on YouTube for about 15 or 16 months now. And the first thing I did was I tried to find some music channels. And I was having a hard time doing that, but what came up was karaoke channels. I kept coming up with all these karaoke channels, the majority of which were pretty bad. It was, but you know, I get it. It's just people having fun and they're enjoying themselves. But from a musician standpoint, they were pretty horrible. And then I came across one called Banana Lounge, who was good. They actually had good singers on there, and it had Banana Anna and AFA on there. And I ended up going on that show, and I became like a regular cast member on that show. And I wouldn't do karaoke music. I would do bits. I would do characters. I went on as Alex Jones a couple times. I went on as Mike Lindell, and I would just riff back and forth with AFA. And I was like, well, he's a really funny dude, man. I was like, I'd like this guy. I had no idea what he did. You know, I didn't know what he was all about. So then after I was on there for a while, I decided to look into, you know, who is this cat, because I like him. And when I found out what he did, I was like, well, what the hell is this? I was like, holy shit, what the fuck, man? And yes, I used to just roast him about that, because I immediately was like not into it. I was like, well, this is stupid, man. What are you doing? Yeah, but we became friends. And he's one of the few guys that I actually speak to on the phone that I know on YouTube. And I have to separate myself from what he does in order to be friends with him, because I fucking hate it. I hate it. I really do. I hate that Josh Abrams right there. The other Josh Abrams outside of the frauditing community is actually a cool dude. And he's really a funny guy. He's very, very funny. And he's very smart. This is a guy that knows what he's doing. A lot of these people, they watch him and they're like, well, I could do that because they're just assholes. No, he knows what he's doing. And he's admitted that he plays it up. It's a character almost that he does. And he knows what he's doing, and he does it for clicks and views and money. And he makes a lot of money. I mean, now he has over 100,000 subscribers. He puts out a zillion videos all the time. He gets like 30,000 views on every one of them. And it's just amazing. So I can't watch his videos. I cannot. But I will watch his lives occasionally, because I will go in and I will just roast him mercilessly in the chat. Because he even gave me wrenches so that not so that I could be a mod, but to protect me from the other mods, because he knew I would come on there and say shit about him, and he didn't want me getting timed out. But yeah, apparently he got arrested the other day, and he went live and he was e-begging because he needs a new phone now. And I'm like, how do you have to e-beg for that? You know how much money he must make on just on ad revenue and all of the money that people give him. I mean, a zillion videos a month at 30,000 views a video. He's making some cash. He's got money. Why he cannot afford to buy a new phone, I have no idea. But I guess that's what they all do. They all make money. And then, you know, as soon as something happens, they got to e-beg and they cry to everybody else that, you know, you pay for it. You pay for my bail. You pay for my new phone. You pay for my equipment.
You know, I can't really blame them, because people do pay for it, and they know that their viewers will pay for it. I mean, look, you know what? If I had a choice between, you know, going to work every day and make, you know, or someone just handing me money, I mean, I would sleep late every day to take, you know. I can't really blame Josh for that.
No, I don't blame him for that either. No, I don't. I mean, that's his thing, man. That's how he makes his money. That's his grift. And if people are stupid enough that they want to give him their money, okay, more power to him then, you know. But yeah, he knows what he's doing. He's a smart dude. He knows how to work it. I don't mind what he does, except when he tries to get people fired. I don't like when he gets people fired. That infuriates me. I would rather see these guys. I don't mind when they mess with the police, because there could possibly be repercussions to that. And so I don't mind that. But I hate when they do private businesses and DMA with this library stuff. And I know, it's just so stupid. Why are you messing with a librarian? This is a poor woman who could be your aunt or your mother or your grandmother, who gets up in the morning to go to work at a library, and then she's got to deal with your bullshit. And when you walk in with 5 Steven Spielberg cameras yeah, it's going to attract attention. It's going to bother her. You're going to get a negative reaction. If you walked in there and did your business without all of that fanfare and the crew and all of those cameras, that woman would treat you totally differently. She would treat you with absolute respect. She would be nice to you just like she is to everybody else. But they walk in there with all of that bullshit, and then they're like, well, look at how this woman treats people. No, it's not how she treats people. It's how she's treating you because of what you're doing.
Yes.
That's exactly right. I always say it's not the camera, it's the cameraman.
Yeah.
You know,
exactly.
it's, the way the person acts. Because I would say probably over 99% of these audits, if they would have just stopped filming when the person asked them not to film, there'd be no confrontation, there'd be no arrest, there'd be no trespass, none of it.
Absolutely.
You know, just be like, oh, okay, sorry. Even it not even necessarily stop it filming. Just something as simple as like, oh, okay, I'll point the camera the other way.
Yeah.
Even something as simple as that. Oh, I won't film you. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
You know, they can't even do that. That's too much to ask.
Right.
No,
Why can't you protect people's rights and have decency towards people at the same time?
Yeah, that's the whole thing. But they're always like, your feelings don't trump my rights. Well, why aren't you worried about their feelings? What is wrong with that?
Right.
What is wrong with being concerned about somebody else's feelings and not making them uncomfortable or doing something that they really don't want you to do? Why do you have to push it? Why do you? It just infuriates me. It really does.
That's why there's the same argument over and over with people in the comments. Well, filming is not illegal. It's not illegal. I know. That's not my point. I don't make these videos. I don't expose that because I think it's illegal. It's because they're assholes and I don't like the way they're treating people. It has nothing to do with whether it's legal or not. Like they just don't get it.
Yeah. I mean, even if you did have the right to do that, and even if Thomas Jefferson did say, well, yes, you can have a cell phone and you can go bother people. Why would you want to do that? Why do you want to do that? Why do you want to go fuck with other people and ruin their lives and make them miserable?
Just because you can doesn't mean you should.
Exactly.
Right? I've even said this. I've said, look, your big argument to why you're filming is because it's legal and you can. Well, you know what else is legal? Being polite to people. How come you're not doing that? Because it's legal.
Yeah, exactly.
Being nice to people is legal. You're not doing that. Having empathy is legal. You're not doing that.
Yeah.
Being a decent human being is legal. You're not doing that. You're stupid.
Go check.
Yeah. Yeah. I know.
And don't forget, ladies and gentlemen, if you want to win your own voodoo doll, Frauditor voodoo doll, just like that, any donation to the channel for any amount will automatically get your name entered to win one of these. The grand prize is one of these. I have two of them. They're handmade by Salacious My Fan, American made. You get one of these, and the grand prize is one of these, a signed copy of my book, The Frauditors Handbook, and a little booster pack of 10 cards from my card game of my Idiots versus Heroes. And again, just for example, some of the cards I got. There's my Auditing the USA card, my Unclean Hands card. I have cards for you guys as well, believe it or not. There's a Frauditor News Network card with Cupcake. And
I love
did I have a Doc Danger card, Doc? Do you remember if I had a card for
There
you?
is not. I do not believe there is a Doc Danger card. I'm waiting on one.
I better make one in Series 2 for sure.
There should be one in Series 2. I completely agree. How could you not have it?
I agree too.
Absolutely. All right. So now that being said, poor doll has this putting a whooping on it. That's why. Also, just so you guys know, this is not the doll I'm giving away because I don't. The one that I'm giving away is I got it put away. I'm keeping it pristine and nice. The only difference is if you see this one has a bunch of brown dots on it. The other one is just pure white. The other one, when I first got it, I started using it, so it's got 3 stab holes in the chest. But other than that, it's a pristine, perfect, brand new condition. This is the one that I beat up.
Stab.
And sometimes he gets in a fight with my Elvis gnome. Come here, you stupid frauditor. And then I had someone in my comments saying, I can't believe I wake up at 4 a.m. every day to watch a grown man play with dolls.
Yeah, there you go.
You know the other doll? I think it's fitting that it has 3 holes in it. It's track marks.
Yes.
Wow. Yes.
Oh, yep. That was the doll that I used.
Corner, watch it nod.
Oh my goodness, you guys are something else. I love you guys. And I love everyone in the chat. Thank you guys for joining us once again. This Saturday show is always a fun time. Having a blast here with Doc Danger and my co-host Frauditor News Network. Links to their channels in the description below. Yeah. And now we're going to do live commentary on First Amendment rights new video, where once again, and as always, he's not auditing the cops or any of that. Just people that are work. At least this time it's not a hotel.
Okay. All right.
Bring the doll. Get the doll ready.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
You don't want to do those. You don't want to do hotels. You don't know if you go to a hotel, you can be quoting a businessman who's there on his lunch hour with his secretary, and he doesn't want to be filmed.
Yeah. He's counting on it. You got to get that negative reaction to get those clicks and views.
Huh? Why am I taking pictures? Yeah. Because you got my attention, that's why.
What is that?
It's a camera.
This one off some type of stand.
Thanks.
Are you taking pictures for the company?
Oh, I don't work for the company, no.
Oh.
No. I work for myself.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Right there, right off the bat. Why can't you just say, "Oh, I have a YouTube channel. I take pictures of buildings for my YouTube channel"? Why is it impossible to say that?
Because it sounds stupid.
Because that would be too polite. Also,
yeah.
You need to sound arrogant. You got to sound like a dick.
They'd be embarrassed. I mean, I would be embarrassed to say something like that. I'm just taking pictures of buildings for my YouTube video. I mean, I'd feel horrible. I'd be like, I feel so embarrassed myself. I would just run and hide.
Yeah.
And there are times, and I've said this before too, especially again, growing up in Chicago, there's a lot of great architecture there, like from buildings from the 1800s, and like you got the Picasso and stuff like that. So there are legitimate reasons why someone would want to get footage of some of the outsides of some buildings out there. I get that, but yeah, like this is like, okay, let's film this building. Why? Well, so that you guys will give me a hard time and I can sell it on YouTube. Stupid. Mm-hmm. No reason.
I got multiple security cameras over by the front door there. There's 2 over there under the awning.
Is there a reason why you're taking pictures though?
Yeah, because I'm an asshole.
Is there a reason why you're taking pictures though?
Yeah, of course.
That wasn't a condescending answer.
Yeah, you can ask, but I'm not going to discuss it. I'm busy right now.
Yeah, real busy. Holding a camera is hard work.
Good one.
What did you say there, hon?
Oh yeah, he's really busy. Holding a camera is hard work.
Yeah.
That's another thing that I hate too, is when they always say this, like, I'm working and this and that. Like, first of all, if you're not doing it for the money, then it's not your job. So what are you saying that you're working? Second, if you're taking their pictures to use them online for commercial purposes, then isn't that when you would need their permission to use their image? Like, all of their arguments always fall flat if you put them under any scrutiny at all. All of them.
So he approached rather quickly.
Yeah, because there's a douche canoe with the camera out there.
Pretty much as soon as I got here. Now he's heading inside, it looks like.
He's got the voice of a 12-year-old boy.
And the brain of a 2-year-old.
So we got someone else coming over.
2-year-old.
Who's that?
What do you mean? Are you recording me?
Well, yeah, I'm recording everything. You're interrupting my video, so yeah, I'm
Oh no,
more
she's
recording.
committing prior
For what?
restraint.
Not going to discuss that.
Yeah.
Or do you have a permit to record here?
Don't need a permit to record where I'm standing.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Did someone send you to court?
Huh?
Did someone
Thomas
send you?
I'm not going to
Jefferson.
discuss that. You can say I'm investigating your company. That's all I'll tell you.
Yeah.
What a douche canoe.
You know, when you
man.
investigate something, you go over to it, you actually, you talk to people. I mean, you do an actual investigation. You don't stand on the sidewalk. You just point your camera. That's not an investigation.
No.
I'm investigating whether I can get a negative reaction out of you or not.
Exactly, yeah.
Yes. And that's the other thing that drives me absolutely batshit insane is when they use this excuse like, well, I'm working on a story and you are getting in the way of me doing my job. But the negative interaction with the people is the story they're working on. So it's like it's such BS to accuse them of getting in the way of your story when they are your story.
Mm-hmm, exactly.
And again, I don't give up my information while I'm doing an
One of
audit,
those
so it
makes
doesn't
sense.
blow my cover doing the audit.
Oh, hi, Keith.
All right, here's a shot of their parking lot. Looks like a fairly big facility here. So now we got 2 security guards out here.
Why do you have to tell people that he's going to make his approach? If he's going to make his approach, won't people see it when he does it?
It's like
Is that like a
Narrate.
warning?
Figuring out how to create their privacy there in the corner.
What's that, guys?
No,
What is
I
that?
was just saying that, like, why are you telling people he's going to be making his approach? Like it's some kind of warning or something. I mean, when he comes over, people will see he's making an approach. I don't
Yeah.
understand that.
Yeah. And I was just
Well-
saying he's narrating what he's doing.
Of
Like he's a
course, they
narrator.
always do. They have to build their false narrative through their narration every time.
Yeah.
I think the text on screen is because if you look at the analytics of any video, whether it's you or me or Frauditor Troll or Schrodinger's cat or anybody, Dan TDM, the biggest YouTuber in the world, if you look at the analytics of YouTube videos, they always tend to drop off after the first minute or so. So I think he's trying to keep audience retention. Like, don't worry, guys, don't click out of the video yet. The other security guard's going to come back.
Okay.
If
All
you
right.
put that much thought into it. Yeah.
Well, that could be.
Could be, yeah.
Corner. Smart on them. That's the way they do it. If you don't want to be seen by camera inside a building,
Everyone
Close
in
up
the
your
world
window
needs to
shades,
scurry like
folks.
rats and hide and close their windows. That's a free
that's
world.
how the law works. Getting back over a little further back. Got security checking me out still.
And I'm sorry, but I mean, because I have mentioned this before, and that is one of the things I harp on. It's like, is that really the world that they want? Where everyone in the world is just hiding behind closed doors with all their windows shut and all their blinds down, and no one ever goes outside because there's too many cameramen walking around? Like, is that what they're going for?
No,
that's
because then what
it's
would they
gonna-
film? What content could they get?
Well, they wouldn't get any. But that's why I'm saying everything that these guys are working for, if they won, would do absolutely nothing for their cause. First of all, making it so that anyone could go in the post office and film and not be bothered. So what? Nobody wants to film in the post office in the first place.
Yeah, I know.
I know. Like with like the library thing too. It's like, yeah, well, we're fighting for your rights. Oh, whose rights? Nobody wants to go into the library and do what you're doing. Nobody wants to do that except
Exactly.
you, stupid.
You know, if I wanted to, I would do it. It's just pointless and stupid. I don't want to do it. You don't have to fight for my right to do it. I don't want to.
No, don't need that.
And the only possible way that you can make it so that the general public will never, ever, ever ask you to stop filming them is to increase government tyranny. To make it so that, because how are you going to control random people and make them not say, don't film me? How are you going to stop them from asking you not to film them? Unless there's some tyrannical law that tells us we can't bother these guys when they're filming. Like they're trying to increase fear. They're trying to increase tyranny. They're destroying our rights, not supporting them.
Look at the look on this guy's face. If he could make up what he's saying, I'm like, who's this douche canoe?
Big time.
Looks like another security guard coming my way. Stand by, guys.
All right, we're standing by.
Huh?
I'm the good-looking guy. Don't take my picture.
Oh, I'm taking it regardless. What's up?
The manager one over there to why you taking the video or the picture or whatever it is.
Oh, I'm not going to discuss my business. I don't know who you are.
No, this is my thing with you to why you're taking it. You should give me some answer to why.
Oh, no, I don't have to give you answers. You have no authority over me.
No, I don't have authority on you. As a human being, you're supposed to give me the thing. Oh, I can't call a cop.
No, you can call the cops.
As a human being.
Call a cop.
Go ahead.
Yes, act like a human.
No, I'm not gonna. I'm gonna hold you till the police come.
You're not gonna hold me anywhere.
I'm gonna hold you.
I'm on a public sidewalk.
You was over there on my side, then you come.
I wasn't on your property. I was on a public sidewalk the whole time.
People said you wasn't my property.
Prove it.
They're gonna prove it over there.
Camera's gonna show I was standing by the bus stop the whole time.
Right, but you stepped to my property.
No, I didn't. Prove it.
Then you tell the police why you're taking a picture.
I don't have to tell them anything.
Of course, they're not going to do anything.
So we got security guard number 2 coming out a little more aggressive. Now he's
a lot aggressive. A lot aggressive.
Oh, there we go.
I need my job to take care of my job seriously.
Oh, there you go.
You should be a lot more aggressive. You got those tasers.
Who are you? Let me tell you my name. My name is OG3. Hello.
Okay. There we go. United Security Service.
I'm a security guard. What's called this place? With residential.
Don't lie. Don't lie to the police.
Residential area?
Here,
I'll talk.
There you go. Make sure you tell them the truth. I was on the public sidewalk the whole time.
There's a douche canoe.
The lady right here taking the picture left and right. We told him to just move on. Don't take a picture.
Tell them I'm on a public sidewalk and see what they say. They're not going to do anything.
Tell him he's an asshole.
I'm just taking pictures.
I'm not. It's not an emergency. The lady doesn't want to leave.
I'm on a sidewalk.
Picture of the people working inside and take a picture.
I'm not taking pictures inside. I'm on a public sidewalk, fool.
The other thing,
there's nothing illegal with that.
Yeah. Say that to me.
It's weird to you.
Yeah.
It's normal to me.
Tell me that, buddy.
Yeah.
It's all good, though.
Oh, man.
It's just a camera.
See, that's why I couldn't be a cop. Because if I ran into one of these guys and I was a cop and he started giving me that, there wouldn't be a discussion.
No.
There'd be heads busted and I'd be fired.
Yeah. I know.
Oh, man.
I could not handle coming face to face with one of these guys and having them tell me that shit to my face. It would just go badly for me. Because I would end up in jail. And you hate to see it. You really do, but I would just snap. I would not be able to control myself. It makes me so mad. I'm already biting my tongue on trying to watch my language here. as it is
ahead,
just
man.
watching this. Oh, well, fuck this guy is what I'm trying to say.
There you go.
Thank you. You are the guest. This is your show tonight. Go nuts,
okay.
man. Do your thing.
All right. Yes. All right.
Knock yourself out, buddy. But yeah, exactly. This is so much of this is, and again, I've said it before, and I even think I alluded to it earlier, is that to keep the clicks and views coming, they keep escalating these situations and getting further and further away from just cop watching and, you know, the occasional like post office or whatever into more and more getting to the point where the physical confrontation is inevitable. You know, that's why people like SGV love his pepper spray and freaking media and NC Tyrant Hunter. You know, these guys, they pride themselves on pepper spraying people all the time, like pushing people to that point. You're a normal person. You're just trying to get by your day. And I've said this again and again, and like we've been talking about this whole time. It isn't about like a call to violence against these guys. It's just realistic. Like in when I was a kid, if somebody walked up to somebody and talked like that, they'd get folded up like a chair. You know what I mean? They'd get it.
Yeah.
You know, and they'd go hands on and it'd be over. But because these guys are hiding behind their cameras and their pepper spray and their tasers, and sometimes they wear flak jackets and all this other nonsense.
Yeah.
You know, they don't get the comeuppance that they very much deserve.
Very much so, yeah. Still, I'll say again, it's so surprising it does not happen more often, where they just come across the wrong guy. That guy earlier we saw in the post office, he would have been the wrong guy. On the street, that would have been the wrong guy. The only thing that stopped him from effing that guy up was he was at his place of business and he was at his job, and he couldn't.
Yeah. I mean, I've at this point, I must have seen thousands of these videos at this point, and I've seen maybe 5 proper beatdowns.
Right.
You know, and that's it. Like you say, you'd think there'd be a much higher percentage of people that would go hands on with these idiots.
Yeah.
But that's the thing. They call the cops because they're trying to do the right thing. And the cops are not doing anything. And the more that happens, the more people are going to be educated. That calling the cops doesn't help. And they're going to start taking it in their own hands.
Yeah. Crazy, I don't know. I mean, I guess it's not going to be good for those people when they do that, but I kind of look forward to seeing it.
Oh, yeah. Some of those videos are going to be hilarious. Oh, you know what? This kind of goes back to what I started saying earlier, but I never really got into it. Like I always say when I talk to my kids, especially the boys, you know, because they're more into that stuff about sports, because I always watch pro wrestling and football with them and all that. And I always say, like, there's a difference between getting hurt and getting injured, right?
Okay.
If you're a football player, I want the guys on my team to hurt the guys on the other team, but I don't want them to get injured. I don't want them to put the other guys in the hospital, right?
Yeah.
I would love to see some of these idiots get hurt, but that don't mean I want to see them get killed or, you know, but, you know, you get in someone's face and you talk trash and they should smack you around a little bit and shut you up, you know?
Yeah.
Oh, man.
Yeah, I think so. I really do.
Yeah. I mean, they deserve it so much. Anyway, so the last video I wanted to show tonight, ladies and gentlemen, this is going to be a cool down video. So real quick before it starts, I want to say once again, thank you so very much for my guest, Doc Danger, for joining us. Thank you to Frauditors Network, as always.
Yay.
Great to have you. Thank the fans, the audience, everyone here tonight. Great to see you. We're gonna end this stream tonight with another song by Doc Danger. It's a nice chill tune. What's that?
Yeah. I hope it sounds better. I have a feeling it's not going to sound good. So if it doesn't sound good, remember, go to my channel, go to Doc Danger's channel, and you can hear it properly.
That's right. Should I not play it?
I at this point, I'd rather not, the way the other two sounded.
Oh, really? All right. Well, then I don't know if it's the internet or what. Sounds good to me, but I have really, really good headphones on, so I don't know.
Okay.
But all right then. Well, we'll just keep that for next time. So any last words you want to say at the end of the show there, Doc Danger?
I just want to thank you guys for having me on. It was a pleasure to see you again, Hez, and it was nice meeting you, Cupcake.
Nice meeting you, Doc Danger.
Yeah, I enjoyed
It was awesome having you.
It's always fun, yeah. And thank all of you people out there in the chat for watching, because without you guys being here, there'd be no one watching, there'd be no viewers, and it would just be the three of us up here saying stupid stuff to each other. So,
That's right.
Appreciate everybody that tuned in for this, and I had a good time, man. Thank you for having me.
All right, thank you for coming out, and everybody, don't forget to check out Doc Danger's channel. Go ahead and subscribe. His link's in the description below. Frauditor News Network, of course, always here every Saturday. Her link is also in the description below. And don't forget, next Saturday at 5 o'clock, my guest is going to be Sergeant Blue Bear. Yes. That's going to be a banger. All right, so thank you guys once again. Love you, and see y'all next time.
Love you all.
I don't know. Yeah, love you. All right,
Bye.
thank you. Bye.
Bye.
All right.